Oh, good morning, Snow Angel. How did you sleep? Ah, I see. And me? About the same. Could barely get a wink with the threat of another war looming over our head and all. I'm sorry, I don't mean to add to the stress. I don't know what we should do at this point. Aster has barely been any help. He just keeps meditating out in the front of this cabin and staring into the void of space. I know he says it will all work out in the end and that he has ideas coming to him, but I don't know. I'm not really being that reassured. I mean, what are we supposed to do? They're still out there, stuck in the middle of all of this. There are foragers storming the city, for goodness sake. And we're supposed to just do what? Sit here in silence and twiddle our thumbs while our very own star sits on a lunar rock, just staring up into the sky? What will he do when this all gets worse? Good morning, everyone. I just had the loveliest time this morning. I found this lunar rock that looks exactly like an old Victorian chase lounge. It was so cozy while I came up with more plans on how to take down Demian. And those plans would be... Oh, it's great. It'll really help us in the... Damn it all to hell, Aster. Gideon, You have been saying the same thing every hour, on the hour, for days now. We have no plan. We have no backup. We lost contact with Brady and his human friend days ago. And you expect us to just sit here and idly watch as our home is torn down by the very entity that assassinated Totovan, the one that started the whole unfortunate war that nearly wiped us all out, including you. I understand you're angry, but do not use Totovan's name against me in my own home. I am your star, Gideon, and you would do well. You sure aren't acting like one. Excuse me? You ran, Aster. You ran from your immortal enemy. The devil that you struck down all those years ago. I was raised to believe you are our salvation, our hero. Even Vinoir, my own star, chose to just hand me off to you and be raised under your guidance because I guess a man with as many problems as I is too much for even the star of the undead to handle. Gideon, how rich that I'm supposed to respect the very beings that can't even directly communicate with one another, Gideon, let alone their citizens and children. Gideon, you abandoned your people just like he abandoned me. Just like they did before I even died. Just like you will too the longer we wait. What will you do once he comes up here? Outrun him? Leave us behind as bait? Of course not. You killed him once. What's stopping you now, Aster? What is preventing you from ending a second catastrophic war, from breaking out all over again? Because I drained my power to bring them back. What? What are you saying? I tried it. To bring them back, I couldn't stand the silence anymore. Demya? But you killed... Not him. Them. Totovan. The grief was too much to bear, all right? Is that what you want to hear? That I'm as weak as any other? As any man? Because that is exactly what I will confess. I am weak, I am scared, and I am alone, Gideon. You of all people should understand that indescribable pain of being so alone. Even when you're surrounded by thousands of people who adore your very existence, it doesn't change a thing. I needed their advice, their wisdom, their voice to guide me once more. I am nothing without them. Do you think I could have made this entire world without some help? I am not the monolithic, omnipotent entity that some others, and even humans, have made me out to be. I am just a sentient star with shit ideas and a deep fear of hurting people. So much so that I have stood by to avoid conflict at the expense of so many people. I will never forgive myself for their death. If I had just been a bit more attentive to Demya's devolving sanity and self-control, if that bastard ever had any to begin with. I would have known he was planning on killing one of our own from the start. I would have been there. I could have stopped him. I should have stopped him, but I froze up. I broke down, and I failed everyone the moment I hesitated to strike him down from the start. I could have prevented the near extinction of our kind, but I just... Aster, you have your kingdom that you abandoned, and now I have my own. And if you want to cast stones at me, just remember that your glass castle will shatter just as brilliantly, Gideon Lee. I need some air. Get your things together and go back to Earth or something. I don't care. I want to be alone. I don't know where we should go. It seems Denya is only after Aster, but the Foragers. It's like they're working with Denya. And they want you, and they seem to know where we are at all times, whether we're home or back in Ardonia. We can take our time. If I know Aster, he'll be out for a few hours. He doesn't need sleep or rest like the rest of us. He just exists on his own terms, to be simple about it all. The stars, they have this effect on reality. Each one controls their own domain. Aster's domain is the act of creation itself, so that's how he was able to make Ardonia, this moon, all of us. His power is to make something from nothing. Totovan was imagination and creativity. It was a matter of fate for the physical embodiments of creation and creativity to become so close. Demya's domain? He controls all that is evil. He can sow malice and anger, confusion, destruction. Holy shit, Angel, it's Demya! No, Demya is the reason we've all been so agitated. Why Aster isn't making any sense, why all of this emotional bile seems to be spilling out between us. Stars can affect their domain in ways that warp reality and the very beings that inhabit that space. That includes emotions. That's why stars live so far away in these modern times. I mean, all except Aster. His effect isn't as destructive or inconvenient as the other stars. If they're around too long and don't control themselves, they can have disastrous influences on the very space-time around them. Demya's been around for what seems to be a few years on Earth, so it's slowly been devolving the very nature of everything around him. Why the Foragers have all of a sudden become so organized, and I hate to say it, sophisticated with their methods. Why my sight into the future has been getting less and less reliable. Why even Aster, the star that's known for being very level-headed, is acting like a child. Demya's corrupting Aster into the stuff he fears most, like someone quick to anger, someone with no control, someone who's so unsure of himself that he's in a perpetual freeze of sorts. His influence even made me lash out with such hateful words towards the star who took me in, and the only one that cared about my future, more so than the very flesh and blood that created me. It's no wonder the world became a better place when he was struck down. Yeah, that's how the war began. It was all because of him. To summarize one of the biggest events in Ardonia's history, it all started mainly when he assassinated Totovan, the Star of Imagination. It sent shockwaves throughout the entire universe, and every realm under every star felt the effects of their death. It nearly sent us into an extinction-level event, because how can the world exist without the spark of creativity to help guide its creation? Eventually, the bond between each star was strained. Alliances were made, and broken, and made again. And the war broke out due to the uprising of Demya and his followers, if you could even call those things followers, half of which were more than likely blinded by his influence, and the other half were mindless shells he created. Most didn't live past a year old, but Demya was stubborn and overexhausted his power to create an army, something he knew he could not do without severely weakening himself. But even in his weakened state, he and his allies were able to kill 2 other stars. Honestly, that would explain why he's used the foragers. I mean, why make mindless zombies when you can just hire a bunch of sad, insecure men who just want to see the world burn? Back to the war. Eventually, with the help of Gafrika, the Star of Nightmares and Fear, Totovan's twin and shadow, Aster was able to challenge Demya and kill him. No one really knows how they did it, because to know that would put all of the stars in danger, with everyone knowing how to kill them, but they did it, all the same. With the destruction of the very personification of evil itself, we were launched into a golden age of peace and creation. Aster sequestered himself for a long time, because who wouldn't be shaken up from witnessing the death of half of your kind and then having to kill someone you've known since birth? Yes, all the stars were born around the same time. Aster was here first, but it's like a twin situation where they were all born at the same time, so it's practically the same thing. But now that Demya's back, it seems there might be a chance other stars may have returned. We still have to find out who spoke to you in that vision. I mean, the one who told you McCoy was a dumb name. I'm sure when Aster returns, he'll let us know. Oh my stars, how could I have not realized this? This base. We're on the moon. Yes, I know you knew that, but we're far away. Even under Demya's curse, Aster still knew to get us far, far away. He must have known it would finally snap us out of... Oh my fuck, I just realized why I've been so spaced out. It's because of Demya. I will be back in a few hours. I am so sorry for yelling. We can talk about it later. I just realized I forgot my mug of tea. Okay, I love you both. I'll be back with a plan. I hope you two feel better. Oh my god, I hate mind spells. Okay, bye. I'm going to fucking kill him again. I swear to God. He's messing with my mind. He's messing with everything. And now my tea is cold. Like, oh my god. Okay, I guess he finally realized it was all a spell. Well, just in the off chance his plan doesn't work, we're gonna have to come up with a backup plan just in case. Of course I trust him, but you can never be too careful. Ugh. Sorry, I keep forgetting to eat. Angel, no, I could never ask that of you. I can wait till Aster returns and ask him to conjure a jar of blood for me to... I know it could be hours, but I just don't want to hurt you. It didn't hurt last time. Fine. I will take just enough to stop these hunger pains, but if at any point I hurt you, please let me know. Here, let's get you comfortable on the couch. It might make you dizzy with how much I need to take. Comfortable? Alright. Just remember, Snow Angel, I'm right here. Just squeeze my hand if I take too much. I'm not a brute, and I'm not gonna just bite you. I want you relaxed and comfortable. And vampire spit is pretty good at numbing the area. One, two. Angel, you taste so divine. Oh, crap. Here, let me clean your neck. You're still bleeding just a little bit. Feel alright? That's perfectly normal, my dear. Just rest, and I'll be right here when you wake up. I care about you too, Angel. So much.